fits perfectly these warm.
그때 이거 울장 가서 샀던 고기 호랑이고.
Sun on the floorboards, steam in the air. Your sweater on my shoulders, your fingers in my
됐습니다.
hair. These warm mornings in my cup, little laughs that fill us up. Nothing fancy, just enough. You and me and this small stuff. These warm mornings in my cup. I don't ever wanna rush. Slow and easy, simple trust. You and me and this small stuff. Toast crumbs on the table.
샐러드 먼저 먹어야 되나?
New book by your knee. You hum some wandering melody. It's slightly off key. Fits perfectly. These warm mornings in my cup. Little laughs that fill us up. Nothing fancy, just enough. You and me and this small stuff. These warm mornings in my cup. I don't ever wanna rush. Slow and easy, simple trust. You and me and this small stuff. Yeah. If the world gets loud outside, we can let it pass us by. I've got all I need right here, your hand in mine. This quiet cheer, these warm mornings in my cup. Little laughs that fill us up. Nothing fancy, just enough. You and me and this small stuff. These warm mornings in my cup. I don't ever wanna rush. Slow and easy, simple trust. You and me and this small stuff.
Steam on the mug, dust in a slow dance, sun on the rug, time losing its stance. Loose wool sweater, books on the chair, nothing to measure, just breathing this air. Soft corners of the day, where the world feels far away. Let the quiet have its say while we fade and we sway in these soft corners of the day. Cat